something from it, and you're ready for your React.js next week. So next week is React.js week. Hope you're all ready for it, because React.js is the thing which gives you a job. Okay, JavaScript is just the foundation stone, because React.js at the end of the day, React.js is what? React.js is, why I'm not live here? Hello all. I think I'm live now. Okay, so yeah, thank you. So I'm live, and as I've told, yeah, React.js is the one which will give you a job, but this is the foundation stone, and which you have to do. It is a must to do this, or else there is no job. Means you, because people, if they directly jump into React.js, they won't understand anything. They don't understand anything. So let us get started on the day 4, and as always, I will write attendance will be given at the attendance will be given at the end. Okay, so let me share my screen. Yeah, so hope you're all able to see my screen. And today what we are going to do, first today we are going to, okay, we are going to learn about classes first. Okay, classes were introduced again. We are learning ES6. Okay, today is the second day of ES6, and we might complete ES6 in half an hour, maybe something like that. Then we're going to do some projects, because if we have time, we'll do some project. Okay, so JSpin and open again, and JavaScript and console I'll do. It is very small. I'm going to make it big. 150 is quite good. So what is this? What is this classes? So classes were never a thing in JavaScript, but since Java and all the class-based things were very popular, in 2015 ES6 introduced classes. But classes actually under the hood are something like a constructor function, but it seems like a classes thing. So if you are coming from a Java background or a C++ background, you will see, okay, it is quite similar. Means the syntax is quite similar, but JavaScript classes are not that much powerful as your Java classes or C++ classes. But the one thing is that they are always used in frameworks and libraries. Like React started with classes, ES6 classes, because the class-based components were there. Angular still have classes, but React is slowly moving toward functional component. Okay, slowly moving towards that functional component, React, and but still the classes are there. And I start with the class-based component. Okay, first. Okay, hi everyone. Okay, so let us do the classes. It is known as ES6. One sec, let me log in. What else? I won't be able to share it. Okay, then I'll do ES6 classes with constructor. So we are going to do with constructor. So let us do that. Class create room. So this like class this. And what is this constructor? Constructor is something. Also, I will have a constructor now first, and constructor is something which is always run at once. Means first time. Okay, so constructor is like name, like this dot room equal to, yeah. So here we start with this concept. Okay, what is this and all? So this a lot of confusion is there is this. So this is what, this is something which is like not like a var, but it is available in throughout the class, and in React also this is there. So this is available throughout the class. Maybe you can think it like a var, local var, but it is available in the class. So I'm creating a variable with this dot room, not var, not let, not const. This dot room I'm creating. So what will happen? This dollar name is not like that. Dollar name names room. Okay, dollar names room. I've just given this dollar's name room. What is this name? This name is coming from here, the constructor. So you'll see how the constructor has been done. Then I'll have, okay, then I will have, one sec. Then I'll have this clean room like soap. And so in classes, what happened? The functions are there. Inside the classes only we can have functions, and those functions can use this keyword. Okay, and this is something we are going to do in React also. So this is there. Okay, so then we have this console.log of cleaning dollar this dot room with dollar soap. Okay, so we're going to have this. So now in classes, what happens? Classes have objects. Classes and objects. This is a different object than the JavaScript object. So those who are coming from a Java background or C++ background, they know what I'm talking about. And there is a very common example which everyone in every colleges and every might be your professor might have also given you. If you're coming from a computer science background, if you're not coming from the computer science background, you'll hear this for the first time. So classes are like a blueprint of a car, and objects are like the real car. So there is a blueprint. Okay, a car will have 4 wheels like this. All these things will have. I'm not taking a car example. So class blueprint will have everything. So car will have this, like Maruti car will have like this 4 wheels and this blah 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 things will there. That will be there. And then when I create an object, that is a real car, but all of the objects are different. Although everything is made on the robotic flow of a car factory, but every object or every car is different. With that blueprint it is created. So where is the object? So let us create some object. But the thing is that when we create an object and object, it get its own instance of the class. Okay, and one thing I will tell, this is not a very good approach. That's why React is moving away from it. So some people, you might have, if you want to learn more about it, you can learn that thing. The class based concept is not that much good concept. Functional approach is much better, but then also Java and C++ languages are very big. So what happens, what the waste is here, each object will get its own instance of this class. Okay, so what is that all about? So const snaps room equal to new create room, and now being do it's there. And suppose I have this 2 more times, const Shikha room is like Shikha, and the room is like this. So what I'm having here, so the moment I create a room object, so these are objects, and objects are created with a new keyword. So new keyword, I'm creating this object create room. So create room, this will call this, and this constructor will run actually, and this constructor will have this dot room is Nabendu's room, this dot room is Shikha's room, this dot room is Siddhar's room. So it will be like this. Now with this object, if I run this function, see what will happen. Naps room dot clean room and domex. Okay, domex is there, and like Shikha room, like it is like Shikha, and this room is like okay. So like okay, not okay, I'll pass something. Okay, sorry, Lysol or maybe that all I will pass. Okay, so I'm passing something because in this clean room the soap is there. So now you'll see this thing, cleaning Nabendu's room with Thomas, cleaning Sikha's room with Lysol, cleaning Hriday's room with Dettol. Why it is coming like this? See what is happening. This Naps room is have this dot room is equal to Nabendu's room, because and it has got its own instance of this dot room and its own instance of this clean room. Okay, it has got both of them. So that's why when I do this clean room, this will have this domex here, but this will, the main thing is not a domex. Main thing is that cleaning Nabendu's room is coming here, cleaning Shikha's room is coming here, cleaning Hriday's room is coming. This will not be possible without access. If it has got its own this dot room, own this dot room. So that is the thing which is there, which I am talking. Okay, own this dot room it will have it. So this is about your classes. Now we are going to learn about one of the main thing of ES6, which is a must, literally a must for React, and that are the array functions. Okay, array functions are very important. One of the most important features of ES6 is array function and REST operator. Those are extensively used in React, and especially the map is been used, map and filter are being used a lot. Okay, so we are going to see all of them. So let us start it. Okay, so first I'll come here and open a JSPen, JavaScript console. Hope it's logged in. Okay, it is logged in. So first we are going to start with the for each loop. Okay, for each loop we are going to start, and I will have a classical for loop. Let family equal to bindu and there I'll have for let I equal to 0, I is less than. So a classical for loop. So I want to look through this array. Okay, these methods are only for arrays only. Okay, arrays only. And as I've told earlier, arrays are the one of the most important data types in JavaScript and throughout the internet. Okay, so I is less than 0, I is less than family dot length I plus plus and console dot log of family I'll do like this, I'll do, and it will print it. Okay, so this is a non-classical follow. But we want to learn the for each method, and which is very powerful. So for each, and React, there is one thing here also I want to tell. React loves one-line sentences because it is a must in React. When you're going to learn React, you'll see that one-line sentences are a must in React. So that's why all this for each, map, filter, reduce are used a lot in React, because they can be used in one line, and especially thanks to the arrow function, they can be used like that. So the same thing, but I'm going to do it with the for each, and the for each is like family. I have to write the array. Array is family here. Dot for each, camel case, E is capital, camel case. Member is like console.log of member. Console.log of member is there. Okay. So member and console.log of member is there. So this is what I have done. Okay. So this is actually internally it works like this only. So member, I can take item also, I can take I also. So whatever I do, so I have to do this arrow function, and actually is this going to every time. So for each member is there. So go to Nabindu, go to Shika, then we go to if I clear it, and if I actually comment this out and I will run it, see, it will come. So it works like this. It simply works like this. Okay, so for each. Okay, so this is the for each. Now we will look into map. Okay, map is 10 times more important than for each in React case. In React, the map and filter are the most important. In fact, it is more important than for each also, because what happens, we'll see what happens, why map is there. And when you're going to learn React, you're going to see, okay, why map is used. Okay, and so I'm going to use the map. First we'll see the map use case. Okay, so suppose I have a number. Okay, so let numbers equal to 6, 8, 10, and suppose I want to double this. Okay, double this all, but I want a new array in which 3 items only should be there, and it should be double of it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let double the nums equal to, I'll take an empty array first, and then I'm going to do a for let I equal to 0, I is less than numbers dot length I plus, I'm having. Okay, so like this I'll do numbers dot length I plus plus. Let me comment this out also, let it be there, not an issue. So like this I'm going to do, and then this is a normal way I'm telling first. Okay, and then I have to do a double. So before 2015 we used to do like this. Okay, doubled num. So you used to create a lot of this like empty arrays, and like this double num dot push and numbers I into 2 I'm going to do. So numbers double num dot push numbers I. So numbers I will come. So numbers I first will be 6, second will be 8. So 8 into 2. So 6 into 2, 12. So 12 will be pushed into double num, which is initially an empty array. So each iteration it will push it. And if I do this console.log of this double nums will give me this thing. Okay, it will double the numbers. Okay, so now I will change the same thing with a map, and there is a difference also between map and for each. I will tell it soon. Okay, so Okay, so let us do the map first. How to do this with map? So I'll do this with let you. Okay, this is a map. Let double e as 6 equal to numbers dot map number, maybe num I will take. So anything you can take. Okay, so but one thing is I will tell, one thing I'll tell. So it is the numbers you should take. If this is a plural, you should take it as singular. Num and num into 2. Num into 2 I'll do. And then console dot log of double ds6 I'll do. And now I clear it and run it. So see, double ds6 is coming fine. So internally, what is doing? Internally, it is doing this only. So each time it will go to this num, and this it will num means any item it will take, and item into 2 it will do, and then it will push it to the array, whatever. So it doesn't require some empty array to be created. It will push it. So there are 2-3 things which I want to tell here. One thing is that, see, this map always returns something, so that's why we have to catch it in like something like this. It is returning a new array. Actually, this is a new array it is returning, so you have to catch it in something. Second thing is that for each doesn't return anything, so we can just, like, it's a for loop, so it doesn't return anything. So that is one of the important thing. And in case of okay, in case of map, if I have multiple statement, then I have to return that statement. Okay, so this is something like your and you can do any calculation here, and one more thing in map is the map and filter. There will be a difference between map and a filter. So map, if you put something of length 3, you'll get something of length 3 only back. In filter, when we're going to see filter, it is not the case. Okay, map, it is the case. And suppose I can do complex calculation also here. It is not like this. I'm doing this. I can do complex calculation also. I can have more statements also in map. So if I have more statements in map, then what? Okay, let dou double maths equal to numbers dot map, and I will have a let me have a number in this time. So suppose I have multiple statements, so I will have it like this, and then const temp equal to, suppose, number into 2 minus 2. I'll have minus 2, and then return temp is there. And so anything, but whatever you do, you have to return that thing, because I have multiple statements. So this is something with arrow function it is there, so you have to return that thing. Okay, so now I'll have a console dot log of this double maths I'm going to have. Okay, so run it, I will have something like this. Okay, so this is there. Okay, so this is the map. Okay, map is also done. Now we are going to see a very important thing, which is known as filter. So filter is again a very important thing. So, and it is used way too much in your React also. Okay, React, Angular, whatever you say, it will be used a lot. So JavaScript is there. So I'll see a filter use case. I'll see. Okay, so let products equal to like this, and name is suppose iPhone 13, and category is smartphone, iPhone, C category. Name is Mac Studio, and this is a computer, and MacBook So, and this is also computer. So I have something like this. Okay, so what I've just created. So now actually this is one of the top way to send data in the internet, which is known as array of functions. And this is the top way the data is sent in sites like Amazon, Flipkart, on everything. So Flipkart, suppose you go to suppose I go to Amazon home site. Okay, home page I go. I'll see a lot of things are there on iPhone, and all those things are there in the home page. So how does that come? They comes as an array of object only, because I have worked with very big companies also. Everything in the internet works like the array of objects only, because that is the only way. Why? Because nobody is going to do something else, because arrays are very easy to iterate and objects are very easy to store the data. So the API endpoints will be always be like that. So suppose even if you're able to see the Amazon endpoint, you will not be able to see that. Amazon is a very big company, it would have hidden that endpoint somewhere. So if you see that, you'll have something like iPhone 13, and the category will be there, then there will be a description will be there, then there will amount will be there, everything will be there in one object, one big object will be there, in that everything will be there. So it will be nested also, so it will be like that. So this is how the data moves in the internet. So what happens in Amazon site only, let us take the example. In Amazon site only, there are many check boxes, like you can choose a desk, choose a computer, you choose a smartphone, RAM, and all those things. Suppose in the home page only I want to choose the smartphone, so I choose the smartphone either through drop down or through some checkbox. So what happens? So what logic happens, that only the smartphones are shown. So what happens? Amazon is front-end engineer especially might have written this logic somewhere. Suppose we go back in time. In 2015, there was no ES6. So in 2015, some Amazon engineer might have written this code. Let filtered product, and like this I am there, and then for let I equal to 0, I is less than products dot length I plus plus is like this. And now if products I dot, suppose a user want to have the smartphone only on the Amazon site, so this, the filter logic has been written like this. So category triple equal to smartphone, and the filtered product, which I have taken as an empty array. So filtered products dot push and products I. Such a big logic you have to write. So it will loop through it. Suppose there are thousands of products, it will loop through it, and whenever the smartphone is there, so whenever this is true, so products I means it will give me an object. Dot category is the key, so it is checking whether it is equal to none. If it is equal, then it is pushing this object to this filter product. Again, I am creating an array of object, but a smaller array of objects. So then I'll do a console.log of filter products, and yeah, I'm going to have that filter products. It's an array of object having only smartphones. Okay, so it is like this, but we can change all of these things to the filter. So now Amazon engineer is rewriting the code. See, code also get updated in all big sites. Okay, so he is rewriting all the code in with ES6, a new Amazon engineer. So he might be writing like this. Let filter that. So the above one. So he will first come here, and the above one he will just comment it out. Real life scenario, he'll comment it out. Let filtered ES6 equal to products dot filter and product and product dot category equal to smartphone. Okay. So product was filter, products and dot category, just the same thing which is done. So every time filter will also go in and it will check each of the product, and if this is true, whatever the thing I will give here, if this is true, then only it will push to it. Okay, so now if I go and do the console.log of filtered. Yes, 6 I do. Then I'll clear it and run it, and I will get this. So this is how it works. This is how it works. Filter DSO. This is how it works. How the filter is work. But you might be seeing one thing. There is a difference between, as I told earlier, there is difference between map and filter. Map, if I put something array of, yeah, array of 3 length, I will get back that. But in filter, I put an array of length 4. I got an array back of length 2 only. So that is the difference is there. That is the difference. Okay. So that is what filter is all about. Okay, so we are done with filter also. So the next thing which we are going to do is there is something known as a find. Okay, so we are going to do that. There is a find is there. We are going to learn about that. The find we are going to learn. So let me go here. So here, find use case. Let us first see the use case of a find. So let users equal to, suppose I have very big users, and as I told, almost everything moves in the internet with the array of object only, so nothing is there without that. Okay, so we can do comma so I have this, have a big array of objects like this, and I want to find something. So if there, without any find, how I will do this? Okay, I will do this like let. So again, there is a find thing is there. It's a array method. So for let user, for let I equal to 0, I is less than users dot length, users dot length I plus, and if users I dot name triple equal to onu, then user equal to users I, users equal to users I, and break. So why I'm using giving this break? So see, suppose there are lakhs of users are there. I want to find someone's name, and I find the name, and then also this for loop will keep on going. If I, even if it is done, but we should break from here. So this is very important thing. Break is not required, but we should break from here. So user equal to users I am doing, and I'm breaking from here. And if I do console dot log of user, okay, console dot log of user, I will get back the user, which is mono. I'll get back. So then there is again, now again as usual, we have the array method. Array method is there, which is known as find method is there. Again, it's a short form again. So const coder equal to users dot find. Again, I can have one thing only, user, and user is there, and then user dot name equal to maybe the console dot log of the, yes, and so coming. So this is how it works. This is how the find work. So now we have come to the last thing here, and which is like let me open a JSON. Okay, I don't want this one. JSON, new one. JSON, JavaScript console output, and this is gone. Now we are going to learn about sum and every. Sum and every we are going to learn. Suppose I have let devices equal to like this. I'll take it from here. But I will attach a RAM also to them. Okay, attach a RAM also to them. RAM. All smartphones have RAM. Smartphones have RAM. like maybe this will have 8 and RAM of 4, RAM of 8 and RAM of 16 I'll have. So there is something known as sum and every. So what is the sum and every? So every means each one, if each one of the some condition is true, then it will return me true. And sum is even if some of the condition is true, it will return me true. So let us first learn about the every. Every I learn and const. Suppose I want to see if whether all devices can program or not. Yeah, even you can do a programming on nowadays on iPhone, and all those things also are there. Concept all device code, maybe all device code I will write. So what I will do, devices dot every. Or you can code on an iPhone. I see like this JSBin and all these things you can do. Okay, so devices dot every and device is like device device dot RAM is greater than equal to 8. Okay, so is greater than equal to 8. So I'm checking. So devices or device dot RAM is greater than equal to 8. So it will return true only if all the devices have RAM greater than 8, which is not the case. Okay, so greater than or equal to, because one of them have less than that also. So it is like that. Again, it will the thing happens like this. Whenever I give something like this, all the array methods, it will loop through it again. All the things it will loop, and this is how it works. Okay, so if I do now console dot log of all devices code, if I do and if I run it, see, it will give me false. Now the same thing I'm going to do for sum, and it is some devices can code. It will be sum like this, and if I do this thing, some devices can code, even if any one of them have the RAM greater than equal to 8, it will be true, and it will be true in this case. Okay, this is how it works. This is how the sum works. Okay, so now we'll learn about the last thing here, which is the reduce use case, classical use of reduce. Okay, so we are going to do that, and then we'll have use case of reduce. Let numbers equal to 20, 30 and 40. 20, 30 and 40 is there, and suppose and I want to get the sum of this number, only the sum of this number. So what is the normal thing, like sum equal to 0 I'll do without reduce. I'm doing okay for let I equal to 0, I is less than numbers dot length I plus plus like this, and sum plus equal to numbers I, sum plus equal to numbers I am going to have. Okay, sum equal to sum plus numbers I, sum plus equal to numbers I means that. Okay, so I will have a console dot log of sum. If I get, it will give me 90. It will give me 90 because it is how it will loop every time, and sum of 0 is there, then the next time 20 will be added to it, then 30 will be added to it, and 40 will be added. It will be like this. Okay, so we are going to change the same thing in a reduce. Okay, so we are going to change the same thing in a reduce, and how we are going to do it. So const sum reduce maybe equal to numbers dot reduce, but the reduce takes actually two parameters. One is the ACC and one is the current, accumulator and current, they are known as. Okay, so after that what I will have, I'll have like this, and return ACC plus curve. So I have to have this thing. Okay, return plus curve. Okay, and then I'll have a 0. Code I always share. Code is always be there in the description of this. And the JSBins will be there. Every JSBin I'm saving also. Okay, so this is there, and yesterday code was also there. Okay, so then I'll do a console.log of some reviews I'll have, and it will give me this 90. So how does it work? So the main thing is not that it is giving me 90. How does it work? This accumulator and current and this 0, what does they mean? So see, reduce work in a different way. How it works actually, reduce. So reduce will come here, and there is an accumulator is there. So whatever I pass it here, so 0. So the accumulator, let me make it a bit smaller. Accumulator will be like that thing. So in first iteration it will be 0. And what is the current? So current is like this 20. Current is this 20. So 20 will be there, and I'm returning accumulator plus current, which will become equal to 20. Then in the next iteration, the accumulator will become 20 plus the current is 30. So it will become 50. Now in the next iteration, the accumulator is 50, but the current is 40. So it will become 90. So this is the initial thing. And one thing I can change it here, like the initial count, I will give it 10. So accumulator will start from not from 0 but from 10 it will start. If I run it, so it will give me 100. So it is like this. Okay, so let me start with 0 only so that you can have this code. So this is like we're done with the ES6 and all. And as I have told, let me do some we'll do a project. Okay, we'll do a small project so quickly because we are getting out of time. So let us do maybe a API project we are going to do. And so API projects are very important. So again, I am inside. Okay, so let me make mkdir GitHub profiles, cd GitHub profiles, and I will have an open it with VS Code. Okay. So we have to do it quickly. Okay, so index. So the best kind of projects, which are the real kind of projects, are the API call projects, because in the real production scenario you are going to get that only. Okay, index.html, and I'll have a style.css, and I'll have a main.js. I'll have all these things. Okay, so I'll have all these three things. Okay, so index.html, let me increase the font size. This is more than enough. So I'll have this, and so we are in the GitHub also, there are some APIs are there. So we are going to hit those GitHub APIs and get some data from there. Okay, so GitHub profiles I'm going to have, and CSS will be linked from here, and as always the script main.js will be linked from here. Let me save it first, and then let us take the actually CSS completely, because it is not again a CSS class, this is a JavaScript class. So if you want to learn very good CSS, please go to my previous week recordings and you can learn a very good CSS. So I will have this, and okay, all these things are done. Style.css, and now I'll come back here. And here what we are going to do. Okay, so we are not going to have much thing here. Most of the things that we're going to do from JavaScript only. So anyways, so let me do we're going to have form and hash of form, id of form. I'm going to have, I don't need the action. This action is it is showing because this is coming from a PHP world. But this id of form is there, and PHP nobody uses nowadays except the government. So input type is text, and id equal to search is there, and placeholder equal to search okay, why it is going there, not the word wrap toggle. Okay, I don't remember, something is there. Okay, view. Word wrap is not happening, strange. Okay, maybe it is. Okay, I know why it is going like this, sorry. Okay, now what will happen. Okay, so search a GitHub user, search a GitHub user. I'll have placeholder also, and this form is there. After this form, I will have a main tag. Okay, main and with the main ID, like this empty thing. We are going to have it all from the GitHub. Okay, have it all from the JavaScript, not from GitHub. Okay, so I'll start it. So this is, I'm telling a very small JavaScript project. So again, all the stylings are already been done. So let me open it here only. So I'll open it here. Okay, so it is running like this. Now we are going to hit some endpoints, okay, to get the data. And what endpoints we are going to hit? So the first endpoint which we are going to hit is like API dot GitHub. Okay, API dot GitHub, and users. See, this endpoint is the in which you have to give any username, like my username if I give, and I will get this all of the data about me, and I'm getting an object. Someone was asking, one of my student was asking me what she was doing. Actually, you have to see this thing very closely. If you're getting an object, means you have to work on an object. If you're getting an array, it means you're going to work on an array. 90% of the time, those big data which you get are in an array of object, like that Amazon example which I have taken, in which you have to get a lot of products. That is like this. But this is a single thing which I'm getting. So they have provided me an object which is perfectly fine. Okay, so let us do that, and let us first come here, and we'll fetch this data and show it in the website. Okay, so const API and URL equal to like this. I'll have till here because this is something which is going to pass. So I'll have till here API yours, and then const main equal to document dot get element by ID and main. So I'm getting different documents like get element ID main. I'm getting this main document, so I'm getting this first, and then I will get the const form equal to document dot get element by ID form I'm will to get, and const search equal to document dot get element ID search. What is this search? Search is this ID. So all these three IDs I've got. Now I will have this get user, a function get user will be there, in which I will initially pass my ID only, so Navindra82, and then we are going to have this functions made. Okay, function get user, and user name is like this, and now we have it as a async function. Okay, async function we are going to have, because we're going to use await here, and the fetch API we are going to use, of course we're going to use the fetch API. So const resp equal to await, and fetch will be this API URL and that username whichever I'm going to pass. It is like this, it will be there. Okay, then const and data equal to, so fetch API you have to do it twice. I'm not going to tell it again because I have already explained this. Okay, so let me do a console.log of data. Console.log of data. I'll save it. So let me see whether I'm getting the data back or not. Inspect, and yeah, I'm getting all the data back. So now I have to only show the data. So instead of doing console log, let us have it as create user card. Create user card is there. Okay, then after this this thing I'm going to do function create user card. Create user card is there, and then user is there, and then like this I'll do. Then so it is giving me something. Okay, I don't have time. So okay, but const card html. I don't want to do that now. Okay, so const card html. Actually, all of the CSS for this I have already made. So see, a lot of CSS here like wrapper and all these things, these are already there. So here what I'm going to do, this user I'm getting, the user data I'm getting, and then I have to prepare the all of your HTML. Okay, all of the HTML. Attendance not so early. Attendance will be given a bit later because today we are going to go a bit long. Okay, so div is like div. Yesterday we completed a bit early, today not. So div is there, div with class of card is there, and now div again. So div again will be there, and then inside this div I'm going to have this img. Okay, so it is okay. User dot avatar URL and user dot login and class is avatar. Okay, so what is this user dot avatar URL? Avatar URL is the actually the image will come here in the avatar URL, and user dot login, anything you can give. User dot login is something alt we are giving like this. Okay, and div like this, and now div will be there, and div will be there, and class of user info I'll do, and this div will end here, and here I'll have a h2 of user.login and a p of user. Then I will have a ul of class equal to info I'll have, and then I'll have a ul and li. I'll have li of let us have some allies. Okay, so I don't have much time, so in the one sec, maybe I'll copy paste this thing because we don't have much time. Okay, so like this I'll have the ally will have this following and all these things it will have. So if I save it, see, if I save it, it's still so nothing will be shown because we have not done one more thing. Yeah, one more thing is required, which is like this this card HTML is there. This we have to wrap in this main. This we have to put in this main. This main is this empty thing. So this if I even come here, so nothing will be shown. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a main dot inner HTML equal to card HTML. I'll save it and see it is coming. So all of the data are coming and it has been showing nice. Like all these things have been showing nice. So now what we are going to do, we are going to show one more data. We are going to have another thing as like this data is there. After this, if I do something like repose I do, there's another API endpoint, repose I get a data which is again but this time it's an array of object, and this will give me all the repos of that user. So GitHub is a public thing. Okay, you get all the repos of that user. So that is like this. Okay, so we'll come here, and now what is going to happen is like this is there, create a user card. After that we are going to call another function. Okay, so that function is like get repose. Okay, get repose, and it will again have this user name because I want this username. I want this username. So this API endpoint also have this username. So I want this username. So let us do that. Let us first again we'll do the same thing like function get repos like this, and user name I'll have, and then I'll do a sync I'll have, and const is like this. Okay. Const resp is like this. Repos thing will come after the username. There will be repos thing will be there, and then I will have a const repos equal to await like this, and then I'll call a function add repos to card, maybe add repos to card, and I will have this repos here, sending it here, and now I will have to add this create this card. Okay, create this thing. So I'll have this, and I have a function as add to repos, and repos will be there, and then let us have this thing. Okay, repos I will have, and then here I will have a const repos el equal to document dot equal to document dot get element by id. I'll have this repos, but where is this repos? Where is this repos id? Okay, actually this repos id I forgot it. Okay, this repos id is we create an empty repos id also. So we are creating a dynamic content. Inside that we're creating again a dynamic content. So what I'm going to do after this ul, I'm going to have a div of id equal to repos. I will have an empty div. Okay, so inside the dynamic content I'm having another dynamic content. So that is the main thing. Inside the dynamic content I'm having another dynamic content. So this repos is there, this dynamic content is there, and then what I'm going to do here, so thing is there. So I will come here and add to repos is there. Okay, so let us make that. So the one thing is that this repos is an array of object. So it's an array of object, and it is not like object. So we have to loop through it. So we have just learned the for each. So we are going to do that. Just learn the for each. So we are going to do that. So we are going to do repos dot for each, repos dot for each, and repo will be there. Repo and like this will be there, and const repo el equal to 𝐏𝐚𝐫𝐭𝐢𝐜𝐚 dot create element. We are going to create create a anchor. We're going to create an anchor tag here. Okay, so I'm going to repos dot for each. I'm going to loop through it because I got all of this data, and I'm going to loop through it, and I'm going to create an anchor tag here. So anchor tag I'm going to create, and then I will have a this repo el dot class list dot add repo, then repo el dot href, and href will be repo dot html url. So href also, so what is this html url? See, this html url is coming here, so it is the url of this repo. Okay, so then repo dot target, I want it to be open in a different tab. So target equal to underscore blank I'm going to take, and repo el dot inner text, or inner text also I can do. Inner text is like repo dot name, and repo el dot append child is like repo el, and I will save it. Let me see whether I am able to see it all. Okay, so I have repos. Okay, it is not repo el, it is repose el. So repose el, and see, now I'm going to see all of my repos, and if I click any one of them, so it is opening here only. Okay, because I have given this as wrong, it is repo el. Now if I open it, if I open any one of this, like this 100 days of code which I've done, so it will go there, it will go in it will open in a different tab. So these are all of my repos. All of the data is coming from your backend, not coming from the API, not from the backend. So okay, so let me give the attendance form. Mark your attendance here. Mark your attendance here. Yes, so that is there. And now actually we have one more thing left here. That thing is this search a GitHub user. So search a GitHub users I'm not done. So I'm just hard coding. I'm just showing my only. So how to have that thing? How to have that thing so that I can search for some different users and all. So this form is there. I will add a form. Okay, I'll add a. And please do like and subscribe if you're not done it yet. Please do like and subscribe. It will help this channel grow and reach more people, and more people can become a web app developer. So add event listener is there, and then I have this submit and E is there. So the first thing, as always, I have to do that E dot prevent default. I have to do E dot prevent default. I have to do and const user equal to search dot value. I have to do and if user, so I'll check if the user is there or not. Okay, then I will put the get user, and I'll also have a search dot value equal to like this. So if the user is there, okay, so if someone can ping their maybe their GitHub profile and all. Okay, so let me have okay, if someone send me some GitHub profile, if someone can ping the GitHub profile on the chat, I can check that. Or else let me check from one of my students only. So RIYA1211, and it is something like that. I have to press the enter now. Okay, I have to press the enter because I don't have any button or something, but the enter is always there. Enter is always there because if I have a form, this is a very cool thing is there. If I have a form and if I have a search box, this is like a Google stuff. So Google also have something like this. Okay, so I can just have this inside a form, and now this enter is also there. So if I enter it, so it will be done. So see, whatever there's a profile, the thing is done. So it is like this, so it will open. So most people don't have as many details as I have, so they null, a lot of things are coming as null. So this is how a fully functional thing is there. So that is there, and hope you all have filled the attendance form. Hope you have liked this JavaScript, and next week is our React.js week. So please come to that React.js week and do learn React.js, because that completes the main thing. That completes the main thing. That will be the main thing which will give you a job. And after React.js, we have Redux this month. We have Redux. This month is a long month because we have Redux. After that Redux, we have okay, we have React Native also. This time we have React Native. What is this in Arc 242? I don't understand. Okay, so please do fill the attendance form, and that attendance form is in my YouTube only. So I think it doesn't goes to LinkedIn. So please come to my YouTube channel and fill that attendance from the if you're watching from some other platform, like if you are watching from LinkedIn, if you're watching on Facebook, I give this attendance form only on my YouTube. So please do actually I broadcast is there also because a lot of my people are on LinkedIn, but please do come here and fill the attendance form and all. And with this I will end today's stream. Hope you have learned some